All right, so today we're going to be talking about how to project a masculine frame by breaking down the Godfather scene when he killed his sister's husband. Yeah, his sister's husband, I believe, right? And what I want you guys to learn is that there are three things in this scene that I want you guys to pay attention. Notice his actions without words, his calmness even when he's angry, and how he lowers his enemy defenses until it's time. All of that shows self-control. And you know something, you want to, and this is something that Michael Corleone lacks that his father didn't. And what his father, Vito Corleone, what he had was he was more masculine. He rarely got out of frame. He rarely got mad. He rarely raised his voice, okay? But Michael Corleone has that habit of raising his voice sometimes. And that tends to inspire other people to raise their voice around him. But with Vito, nobody raised their voice around Vito unless he did. Actually, when he raised his voice, everyone just shut the fuck up. There was just more respect for Vito. But the elements that I want you to focus on are one, his actions without words, two, his calmness when he's angry, and three, how he lowers people's defenses, okay? Now, it requires lying a little bit, but let's watch so that we can learn from him. I'm gonna speed it up.
You have to answer for Santino, Carlo. Mike, you got it wrong.
What I want you to notice is, one, notice how he is a very minimal talker. He has an economy of words, and that is something that we all as men have to train. We gotta learn to say things in as few words as possible. Now that don't mean you guys are gonna be fucking mute, but that every word that comes out of your mouth is dense and full of and has everything that you need to say. The problem is that you lose your masculine frame and people will begin to disrespect you whenever you talk more than necessary. And one of the laws of power is say less than necessary. In fact, let me read it to you. In the 48 laws of power, law number 4 says, when you are trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less in control. Even if you're saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish, right? And that's what Michael Corleone, he obeys that law. The Godfather obeys the law of saying less than necessary.
Think it's anything about Zini people. That little farce you played with my sister. You think that could fool the Corleone?
Mike, I'm innocent. I swear to kids. Please, Mike, don't do this.
Right, and that obviously, taking control of the environment is a way to show power, but this power comes because of his might. This power is not something that you're gonna do in real life, right? This power comes because of his ability to kill you, right? So this doesn't apply much to us, unless the woman disrespected you, cheated on you, and she's trying to explain herself, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what? Sit the fuck down. Sit down. Let's talk. Obviously, you're not an abuser. You're not gonna be hitting a woman, but that's how you display power. But this is I wouldn't even do this, to be quite honest with you.
Please.
Now look, I find interesting how he didn't sit in front of him. He sat next to him. There's a reason why, look. There's a reason why you sit next to somebody. When you sit next to somebody when you don't want to be confrontational, right? You sit next to somebody because when you sit in front of somebody, actually, there's been studies that show that if you sit in front of somebody and you debate them, you guys are more likely to disagree. When you sit next to the person, you are more likely to agree because it feels like you guys are on the same side. You literally are on the same side, right? So if you're on a date with a woman, I will highly prefer you tell her to sit next to you, like literally next to you. Like when I'm on dates, I'm like, yo, sit right here, sit next to me. Why? Because it makes her more comfortable. You guys don't have to be looking at each other so much. You can get physical if she lets you, obviously. It's just easier, right? There's less nervousness around this, and most people don't know this, but when you sit next to somebody, it implies that you guys already have a kind of relationship, if that makes any sense.
Barzini's dead. So is Philip Tattaglia. Mo Green. Stracci. CORLEON.
In his mind, he's like, he's next. If you just watch the whole movie, in fact, I recommend you guys watch The Godfather. It's spectacular.
Today I settle all family business, so don't tell me you're innocent, Carl. Admit what you did. Let's get him a drink.
And the thing about him is get used to communicating without words, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, or when you see a girl, you can be like, learn to talk without words. That's what I'm trying to say. If she says, "Are you Dominican?" You don't have to say yeah. You can just say, "You." You get what I'm saying? Learn to speak without words. Like actually try and make a conscious effort to speak without words, because it just communicates power. It just does. If someone says, "Hey, are you a YouTuber?" You watch my videos, right? Learning to speak without that just exudes power. And I mind you, this motherfucker's angry right now. You know that, right? This dude is angry as fuck right now. And that's the next thing about this, is that he never shows his emotions. He always keeps a blank stare. Now, that don't mean you guys don't fucking smile. You guys have to understand is that he's the Godfather, so he has to go a little bit to the extreme and play this role, because if he shows any weakness, people will jump on that. But generally speaking, in daily life, you want to be able to be more calm than everybody else. You want to be the one that smiles less than everybody else. That don't mean you don't smile, but you smile less. And that don't mean you're a fucking prune, but that you, even when you smile, it's half-assed. It's halfway. It's not like, it's more like, get out of here, for real. Like, it's more half. You get what I'm saying?
Come on. Don't be afraid, Carl.
You should be.
Come on, you think I make my sister a widow?
You see, he's lowering defenses, right? Always work on lowering people's defenses.
I'm godfather to your son, Carl. Go ahead, drink.
And he's giving him that drink again, once again, to lower his defenses. Now, let me show you something that Robert Greene said in the Laws of Power. Let me show you, right? Lowering people's defenses. 1 second. Let me see. This is the chapter right here. Where is it? No.
Chapter 7. Soften people's resistance by confirming their self-opinion. The law of defensiveness. Life is harsh and people competitive. We naturally must look after our own interests. We also want to feel that we are independent, doing our own bidding. That is why when others try to persuade or change us, we become defensive and resistant. To give in challenges our need to feel autonomous. That is why to get people to move from their defensive positions, you must always make it seem like what they are doing is of their own free will. Creating a feeling of mutual warmth helps soften people's resistance.
That's what he's doing. He's making him feel comfortable. He's having him drink. He's saying, "Don't worry about it." Why? Because he knows gangsters move in silence. You see what I'm saying? And he doesn't want to make a scene, and that's why he is sort of like trying to make him feel comfortable. When in reality, he can just shoot him right there, but he doesn't do that for some reason.
No, Carlo, you're out of the family business. That's your punishment.
No.
You're finished. I'm putting you on a plane to Vegas. Tom? I want you to stay there. Understand? Only don't tell me you're innocent. Because it insults my intelligence.
Again, all of this is to lower his resistance. And you know what he does to lower his resistance? He does this. In the 48 Laws of Power, there is this chapter. It says, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Knowing about your rival is critical. Use spies to gather valuable information that will keep you ahead. Better still, play the spy yourself. In polite social encounters, learn to probe, asking direct questions to get them to reveal their weaknesses and intentions. There is no occasion that is not an opportunity for spying, right? But what he's essentially doing is he's posing as a friend. When in reality, he's gonna kill him in the next couple minutes, okay? And that's something about the Godfather, is that he's able to hide his anger because he hates this motherfucker because he hit his sister. He beat his sister up. So right now, I bet you money he wants to strangle him. But one of the things about power is never get your hands dirty. Where is this at? Let me show you. Strike the shepherd, avoid stepping into. Man's feet shoe, stir up the water, behave like others, compelling spectacle to stay what you're gonna have, master the art of timing. Where is this chapter at? Play the fantasies, plan bold, you must seem a paragon of civility and efficiency. Your hands are never soiled by mistakes and nasty deeds. Maintain such spotless appearance by using others as scapegoats and cat's paws to disguise your involvement, right? So what he does, he never does dirty work. Okay, he never does the word dirty work. He always has somebody else do it. Now, all of this is in the realm of power, not in the realm of masculinity, people, okay? But what the example that you guys can take from him is action without words, learning to act without talking, or learning to talk with your actions, right? Like saying, or she says, are you Dominican? I just look like, of course. Like learning to communicate without words, lowering people's defenses. If she's an SJW, and you know that if somebody's not an SJW in front of the woman's presence, she's gonna get all defensive and start arguing. Say that you're an SJW, and once you have sex with her, let her know that you voted for Trump. Motherfucker, you guys might say that's fake, but that is literally being a chameleon. You gotta find out what makes people defensive and not give it to them. And find out what lowers their defenses and give it to them, because the sake of the game is influence. That's the name of the game, right? But you gotta do it in a masculine way. You have to be calm, collected, talk low, talk calm, talk more slowly, move more slowly. Everything about you slows down.
Makes me very angry. Now, who approached you? Natalia or Barzini?
Buzzing.
And the reason why he's lowering his defenses is to get information out of him. You get what I'm trying to say? He's doing it. He's saying, I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to do this. In other words, he's looking into the future, right? Silence. You see that silence? That silence is something you guys are going to have to master. Learning to allow awkward silences. Learning to realize that you don't need to talk to them all the time. Learning to have an economy of words and motion. Economy of words and motions are key to projecting that masculine frame. An economy of expression of emotions as well, right? Economy of emotion, economy of motion, and economy of words.
There's a car waiting for you outside. Take you to the airport. I'll call your wife. Tell her what flight you're on. Come on, get out of my sight.
And that's when he dies. I'm telling you, the thing about the mafia is that they're so polite and they're very civil on the outside, right? And that's the tricky part, because you don't know what's going to happen. And that makes them so unpredictable, right? And that's what you want to be. You want to be calm all the fucking time, so that nobody knows what's inside your head. So that even your calmness, even your fucking blank stare says they don't know what the fuck it means. Because you can either be mad or happy and you still look the same, like Kawhi Leonard. Do they specifically open that door for him? Yeah, they really said.
Hello, Carlo.
And that's it. All right, guys. Let me know who you guys want me to review next. Who do you guys want me to break down next? This wasn't much about flirting. This is more about just how you project dominance and project the masculine frame. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget, we're having a seminar. No, we're not having a seminar. That's actually for women. We're having a retreat in Mexico. If you guys want to attend, you guys can purchase the tickets in the description down below. And check us out on Patreon. We post, we have a Robert Greene book club. We have a whole bunch of content there that I know you guys are really going to love. So go check it out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, my guys. Alright guys, so I want you guys to check out my online course called Dark Game. That's right people, Dark Game. And this course is pretty much, I review to you the secret tactics, the secret techniques
to create attraction in almost any woman, right? But not just attraction to the point that makes her want to see you all the time, where she's the one initiating all the contact, right? Now just imagine to be able to keep all of the girls in your life that you lost because of your stupidity. Imagine, and I had stupidity too. Imagine being able to keep them. Imagine being able to have 5, 6 women available to you, wanting to see you. Imagine being able to create intense relationships where they're all doing all the work. People, that kind of stuff does exist, people. Now, I'm not going to promise you that you're going to bang like 40, 50 women. I'm going to promise you that you're going to be able to keep the women you have, that you get with. I can promise you that keeping them will increase with this course. But let me keep showing you something. This course is pretty huge, people. It's a huge course. This course has over 50 videos, right? And some of them you could get for free. If you just sign up, you get free videos, right? But in these videos, let me show you guys the course, right?
All right,
oh
guys.
shit, that's me right there, right? In this video, I pretty much teach you guys how to find your purpose. Right? All this is how to find your purpose, discovering your purpose, right? I teach you guys then about female psychology, all of the principles about female psychology you guys need to understand. I then teach you guys the mindset, the proper mindset that you guys need to deal with women. After that, I teach you guys 21 videos on how to game. I mean, it's pretty much unbelievable, man. I gotta make this available, right? But it's unbelievable how many. I pretty much put everything: outer game, social circuit game, strategies, threesomes, foursomes, everything, right? And on top of that, I give you guys a few bonuses: how to overcome approach anxiety, why you can't take actions, a Dickens pattern to change your mentality, how to go from open to transitions, right? 81-minute long, people. This is like, I don't know how long this is, but this is hours, and I mean hours worth of content. And you get a 30-day money back guarantee. I mean, you without questions asked. All for $99, people. People, this could be around a few thousands, to be honest with you, right? But you guys get it for $99, right? All you gotta do is just go over here, purchase the course, and you'll get access to it. And if you don't like it, you could just message me and get your money back, people. Look, man, don't be hard-headed, people. Don't be hard-headed. This is the course that you guys need, right? It gives you guys everything. I cover everything. I could promise you, man, you're not gonna get a more in-depth course on how to attract women and keep them more than this. All right. Anyways, people, check it out. 30-day money back guarantee. There is no risk, and you can get the free course. You can get the free trial. The free trial are these videos that you get for free, right? You guys could just sign up. You could watch all of these videos for free, right? And you don't have to pay. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. I want to see you guys inside because, again, people, you can't lose nothing. There's a 30-day money back